Police Prefect of Casablanca, Major Strasser.
Unoccupied France welcomes you to Casablanca.
Thank you, Captain. It's very good to be here.
Major... You may find the climate of Casablanca a trifle warm, Major.
Oh, we Germans must get used to all climates, from Russia to the Sahara. But perhaps you were not referring to the weather.
What else, my dear Major?
By the way, the murder of the couriers, what has been done?
Well, realizing the importance of the case, my men are rounding up twice the usual number of suspects. Hello, Rick.
Hello, Louie.
How extravagant you are, throwing away women like that. Someday they may be scarce. If he gets a word in, it'll be a major Italian victory. Did you abscond with the church funds? Did you run off with the senator's wife? I like to think that you killed a man. It's the romantic in me. What in heaven's name brought you to Casablanca?
My health. I came to Casablanca for the waters.
We're in the desert.
I was misinformed.
I made this arrest earlier in the evening at the Blue Parrot. But out of my high regard for you, we're staging it here. It will amuse your customers. There are many exit visas sold in this cafe, but we know that you've never sold one. That is the reason we permit you to remain open.
Oh, I thought it was because I let you win at roulette.
That is another reason.
$20,000 says it isn't.
Is that a serious offer?
I just paid out 20. I'd like to get it back.
Make it 10. I'm only a poor, corrupt official. Oh, laugh if you will, but I happen to be familiar with your record. Let me point out just 2 items. In 1935, you ran guns to Ethiopia. In 1936, you fought in Spain on the loyalist side.
And got well paid for it on both occasions.
The winning side would have paid you much better. I have my orders.
Oh, I see. Gestapo spank.
My dear Ricky, you overestimate the influence of the Gestapo. I don't interfere with them, and they don't interfere with me. In Casablanca, I am master of my fate. I am
Major Strasser is here, sir.
You were saying...
Excuse me. Carl, see that Major Strasser gets a good table, one close to the ladies.
I have already given him the best, knowing he is German and will take it anyway.
Rick, this is Major Heinrich Strasser of the Third Reich.
How do you do, Mr. Rick?
Oh, how do you do?
And you already know Herr Heinz of the Third Reich?
Please join us, Mr. Rick. What is your nationality?
I'm a drunkard.
And that makes Rick a citizen of the world.
Who do you think will win the war?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Rick is completely neutral about everything, and that takes in the field of women, too.
Well, my interest in whether Victor Laszlo stays or goes is purely a sporting one.
In this case, you have no sympathy for the fox, huh?
Not particularly. Excuse me, gentlemen, your business is politics. Mine is running a saloon.
Good evening, Mr. Blaine.
You see, Major, you have nothing to worry about, Rick.
Perhaps.
Monsieur Laszlo, is it not?
Yes?
I am Captain Renault, Prefect of Police.
Yes, what is it you want?
Merely to welcome you to Casablanca and to wish you a pleasant stay. It isn't often we have so distinguished a visitor. I was informed you were the most beautiful woman ever to visit Casablanca. That was a gross understatement.
You're very kind.
Oh, no, Emile, please, a bottle of your best champagne and put it on my bill.
Very well, sir.
Captain, please.
Oh, please, monsieur, it is a little game we play. They put it on the bill, I tear up the bill. It is very convenient.
Captain, the boy who's playing the piano. Somewhere I've seen him.
Sam?
Yes.
He came from Paris with Rick. And Rick is,
Is what?
Well, mademoiselle, he's the kind of man that, well, if I were a woman and I were not around, I should be in love with Rick.
This is hardly the time or the place.
Then we shall state another time and another place. Tomorrow at 10 in the Prefect's office. Will, mademoiselle.
Captain Renault, I'm under your authority. Is it your order that we come to your office?
Let us say it is my request. That is a much more pleasant word.
Very well.
Mademoiselle? A very clever tactical retreat, Major. How's the jewelry business, Berger?
Not so good. May I have my check, please?
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Monsieur Laszlo. We had quite a bit of excitement this evening, didn't we, Berger?
Yes. Excuse me,
And
gentlemen.
my bill.
No. 2 champagne cocktails, please.
Yes, sir.
Well, you were asking about Rick, and here he is. Mademoiselle, may I present...
Farewell, sir.
Hello, Rick.
Oh, you've already met Rick, Mademoiselle.
Won't you join us for a drink?
Oh, no, Rick, never.
Thanks, I will.
Well, a precedent is being broken. Emile? I can't get over you two. She was asking about you earlier, Rick, in a way that made me extremely jealous.
I wasn't sure you were the same. Yes, I put that dress away. When the Germans march out, I'll wear it again.
Ricky, you're becoming quite human. I suppose we have to thank you for that, Mademoiselle. So it is. And we have a curfew here in Casablanca. It would never do for the chief of police to be found drinking after hours and have to fine himself.
Your check, sir.
Oh, let me,
My
please.
party.
Another president gone. This has been a very interesting evening. I'll call you a cab. Gasoline rationing, time of night.
I strongly suspect that Ugarte left the letters of transit with Mr. Blaine. I would suggest you search the cafe immediately and thoroughly.
If Rick has the letters, he's much too smart to let you find them there.
You give him credit for too much cleverness. My impression was that he's just another blundering American.
We mustn't underestimate American blundering. I was with them when they blundered into Berlin in 1918.
As to Laszlo, we want him watched 24 hours a day.
It may interest you to know that at this very moment he's on his way here. I'm delighted to see you both. Did you have a good night's rest?
I slept very well.
That's strange. Nobody is supposed to sleep well in Casablanca.
Whether or not you will succeed is, of course, problematic.
Not at all. Captain Renault's signature is necessary on every exit visa. Captain, would you think it is possible that Laszlo will receive a visa?
I'm afraid not. My regrets, monsieur.
Yes, even in Berlin. If you will furnish me with their names and their exact whereabouts, you will have your visa in the morning.
And the honor of having served the Third Reich.
You
won't dare to interfere with me here. This is still unoccupied France. Any violation of neutrality would reflect on Captain Renault.
Monsieur, insofar as it is in my power.
Thank you.
By the way, monsieur, last night you evinced an interest in Signor Ugarte.
Yes?
I believe you have a message for him. I'm making out the report now. We haven't quite decided whether he committed suicide or died trying to escape. Undoubtedly, their next step will be to the black market.
Excuse me, Captain. Another visa problem has come up.
Show her in.
Yes.
Well, drinking. I'm very pleased with you. Now you're beginning to live like a Frenchman.
There's some going over. Your man gave my place this afternoon. We just barely got cleaned up in time to open.
Well, I told Strasser you wouldn't find the letters here, but I told my men to be especially destructive. You know how that impresses Germans? Rick, have you got those letters of transit?
Louie, are you pro-Vichy or free French?
Serves me right for asking a direct question. The subject is closed.
So Yvonne's gone over to the enemy.
Who knows? In her own way, she may constitute an entire second front.
You see, Captain? The situation is not as much under control as you believe.
My dear Major, we are trying to cooperate with your government, but we cannot regulate the feelings of our people.
Captain, are you entirely certain which side you're on?
I have no conviction, if that's what you mean. I blow with the wind, and the prevailing wind happens to be from Vichy.
And if it should change?
Well, surely the Reich doesn't admit that possibility.
We are concerned about more than Casablanca. We know that every French province in Africa is honeycombed with traitors. Waiting for their chance, waiting perhaps for a leader.
A leader? Like Laszlo?
Mm-hmm.
Rien ne va plus, madame. Rien ne va plus, madame.
Captain Renault, may I
Oh,
phone?
not here, please. Come to my office in the morning. We'll do everything businesslike.
We'll be there at 6.
I'll be there at 10. I'm very happy for both of you. Still, it's very strange that you won. Well, maybe not so strange. I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you so much, Captain Renault.
As I suspected, you're a rank sentimentalist.
Yeah, why?
Why do you interfere with my little romances?
Put it down as a gesture to love.
Well, I forgive you this time. But I'll be in tomorrow night with a breathtaking blonde. And it'll make me very happy if she loses. Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? If Laszlo's presence in a cafe can inspire this unfortunate demonstration, what more will his presence in Casablanca bring on? I advise that this place be shut up at once.
But everybody's having such a good time.
Yes, much too good a time. The place is to be closed.
But I've no excuse to close it.
Find one.
Sortez, monsieur.
Everybody's to leave here immediately. This cafe is closed until further notice.
How can you close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
You haven't any actual proof, and you know it. This isn't Germany or occupied France. All you can do is find him a few thousand francs and give him 30 days. You might as well let him go now.
Ricky, I'd advise you not to be too interested in what happens to Laszlo. If by any chance you were to help him to escape...
What makes you think I'd stick my neck out for Laszlo?
Because, one, you bet 10,000 francs he'd escape. Two, you got the letters of transit. Now, don't bother to deny it. And, well, you might do it simply because you don't like Strasser's looks. As a matter of fact, I don't like him either. Don't count too much on my friendship, Ricky. In this matter, I'm powerless. Besides, I might lose the 10,000 francs.
You're not very subtle, but you are effective. I get the point. Yes, I have the letters. I intend using them myself. I'm leaving Casablanca on tonight's plane, the last plane.
Huh?
I'm taking a friend with me, one you'll appreciate.
What friend?
Ilse Lund. That ought to put your mind to rest about my helping Laszlo escape. The last man I want to see in America.
You didn't come here to tell me this. You have the letters of transit. You can fill in your name and hers and leave any time you please. Why are you still interested in what happens to Laszlo?
I'm not, but I am interested in what happens to Ilse and me. We have a legal right to go, that's true, but people have been held in Casablanca in spite of their legal rights.
What makes you think we want to hold you?
Ilse is Laszlo's wife. She probably knows things that Strasser would like to know. Louie, I'll make a deal with you. If instead of this petty charge you have against him, you could get something really big, something that would chuck him in a concentration camp for years, it'd be quite a feather in your cap, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Germany, Vichy would be very grateful.
Then release him. You'll be at my place a half an hour before the plane leaves. I'll arrange to have Laszlo come there to pick up the letters of transit, and that'll give you the criminal grounds on which to make the arrest. You get him, and we get away. To the Germans, that last will be just a minor annoyance.
There's still something about this business I don't quite understand. Miss Lund, she's very beautiful, yes. But you were never interested in any woman.
She isn't just any woman.
How do I know you'll keep your end of the bargain?
I'll make the arrangements right now with Laszlo in the visitor's pen.
Ricky, I'm gonna miss you. Apparently, you're the only one in Casablanca who has even less scruples than I.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Ricky.
Oh, and by the way, call off your watchdogs when you let them go. I don't want them around this afternoon. I'm taking no chances, Louie, not even with you. You're late.
I was informed just as Laszlo was about to leave the hotel, so I knew I'd be on time.
I thought I asked you to tie up your watchdog.
Oh, he won't be followed here. You know, this place will never be the same without you, Ricky.
Yes, I know what you mean, but I've already spoken to Ferrari. You'll still win at roulette.
Is everything ready?
Have the letters right here.
Tell me, when we searched the place, where were they?
Sam's piano.
Serves me right for not being musical.
Oh, here they are. Good, I've got the letters right here, all made out in blank. All you have to do is fill in the signatures.
Victor Laszlo? Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest. On a charge of accessory to the murder of the couriers from whom these letters were stolen. Oh, you're surprised about my friend Ricky. The explanation is quite simple. Love, it seems, has triumphed over virtue. Thank...
Not so fast, Louie. Nobody's going to be arrested, not for a while yet.
Have you taken leave of your senses?
I have. Sit down over there.
Put that gun down.
Louie, I wouldn't like to shoot you, but I will if you take one more step.
Under the circumstances, I will sit down.
table.
I suppose you know what you're doing, but I wonder if you realize what this means.
I do. We've got plenty of time to discuss that later.
All off your watchdogs, you said.
Just the same, you call the airport and let me hear you tell them. And remember, this gun is pointed right at your heart.
That is my least vulnerable spot. Hello? Is that the airport?
Huh?
This is Captain Renault speaking. There were 2 letters of transit for the Lisbon plane. There's to be no trouble about them. Good.
Hello? Louie, have your man go with Mr. Laszlo and take care of his luggage.
Certainly, Rick. Anything you say. Find Mr. Laszlo's luggage and put it on the plane.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo. You have any idea what you'd have to look forward to if you stayed here? 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up at a concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louie?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist. Well, I was right. You are a sentimentalist.
Stay where you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you just did for Laszlo, and that fairy tale you invented to send Ilsa away with him. I know a little about women, my friend. She went, but she knew you were lying.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out.
I suppose you know this isn't going to be very pleasant for either of us, especially for you. I'll have to arrest you, of course.
As soon as the plane goes, Louie.
What was the meaning of that phone call?
Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
Why do you stand here? Why don't you stop him?
Ask Monsieur Rick. Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects. Oui, mon capitaine. Well, Rick, you're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
Maybe, but it seemed like a good time to start.
I think perhaps you're right. It might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while. There's a free French garrison over at Brazzaville. I could be induced to arrange a passage.
My letter of transit? I could use a trip. But it doesn't make any difference about our bet. You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses?
Mm-hmm.
Louie, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.